Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. You don't just have to cold compost or hot compost or just do leaf mold. There is a hybrid, and I'm calling that green core warm leaf composting. What does that mean? So when you do hot composting, you're bringing the temperature up of the pile to 140 to 160 degrees. And in a compost pile, when temperatures are 40 degrees or less, you have psychrophiles, which are bacteria that work best at 40 degrees and even at cold temperatures. And then you have mesophiles, which are bacteria that work best at 70 to 90 degrees. And then you have thermophiles, which are bacteria that work best at plus 90 degrees, and they get you up into that 140 and 160 degree temperature, the hot composting temperature. When you hot compost, it's primarily bacteria. The microbes, the bacteria break the pile down really quickly. You can get hot compost in as little as 90 days, but it's more of a microbe. It's more of a bacteria that's breaking it down. So when you just do leaves, pure leaves, it's more of a fungal process, and the fungus breaks down. You get worms in there. The worms like this process. They leave behind worm castings, which are magic for your garden, and you end up with leaf mold or leaf compost. So how does it work? There's nothing fancy here. This is basically a mix of leaves and grass that's going right into the middle. That's going to be your green core. There's no set way to do this. Perfect kind of green core might be 80% grass, lots of nitrogen, that's what's going to heat up, 20% leaves, but you never know what kind of resources you have. So you're really trying to get a green core on top of your leaf pile, and then you surround that core with leaves. I will link a video in the video description that better explains that. And I will also link in alternatives to grass if you don't have grass for your nitrogen source. So by setting up the green core, that is going to heat up, and if you watch the video, you'll see how the pile heats up. That's going to heat up to 140, 150, 160 degrees. So you're going to get the hot composting in the core. By using leaves, you're going to get worms that come in, and they're going to excrete worm castings, which is just magic for your vegetable garden. This whole pile is not heating up, so on the outer part, away from the core, that's going to be at 140, 150, 160 degrees, too hot for worms, the worms are going to hang out on the outer part here. By having the hot core, it's going to break down quicker. So you're getting kind of a quicker process rather than just letting leaves sit there and break down over a year or a little bit longer. It's also not quite pure cold composting where you can throw in leaves and grass, organic matter from your garden, weeds, all kinds of different things, and that will sit just a year or two. Well, not just, that's kind of a long time, but it will sit a year or two. That will break down, that will give you compost. This is going to create compost in 6 to 12 months. Now, when you just do leaves break down through a fungal process, and it's wonderful stuff. It's a great soil conditioner. But when a leaf sits on a tree, that tree, before the leaf falls, when it starts to turn brown, it pulls out a lot of the good stuff in there. The nitrogen, the phosphorus, the potassium. It pulls all those resources back into the trunk. So leaves themselves are loaded with worm castings. That's what you want. There's wonderful fungus in here. There's also other microbiology in here. But it's not really high in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Not as high as the grass. Grass is loaded with nitrogen, all kinds of elements, fertilizer your plants want. By putting that core in, that not only heats up this pile, but it's going to break down and it's going to increase the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So this is kind of a long-winded way to say you're combining all these techniques together. Now, this is what's kind of cool. There's different bacteria that work at different temperatures. You have your psychrophiles, which are microbes that work at 40 degrees, freezing temperatures, slowly break down any kind of organic matter. Then you have your mesophiles, which are bacteria that work best between 70, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you have your thermophiles, which work best, they're bacteria at 90 plus degrees Fahrenheit, and that gets the temperatures up to 140, 150, 160 degrees. And again, if you watch the video, you'll see the compost thermometer registering those temperatures. So you've got this core where the microbes are breaking down the grass. It gets hot, and then the warmth radiates outward. As it radiates outward, you have different bacteria working out here, you have fungus working out here, you have worms working out here. When that core finally cools off, you have a nice combination of Grass compost, leaf compost, it cools down, worms move in, break it down more, and then in that 6 to 12 month period, you're just gonna have wonderful stuff. If this is not ready, right now we're in the middle of November, if this is not fully broken down in the spring, this makes a beautiful mulch you can put right down on your garden, or you can let it continue to break down, and then it'll become a leaf compost, a compost that you can just mix right into your garden. So, I know, kind of a long explanation talking about how you're blending things together. But the short version, core that's hot, heats up, breaks down fast, brings in different nutrients to your compost pile. The warmth radiates outward. Fungal process starts on the outside. You're using leaves on the outside. Worms love that. Worms hang around. It stays warm in the winter because the warmth of the breakdown of the nitrogen and the bacteria is still going on. Speeds up the process, you get the best of all these types of compost. The beauty of this is you don't need to turn it, you don't need to do anything. You just set it up like this, put in the green core, put the leaves over it. Let me show you the progress of the bottom half of this pile over the last 24 days, and then we'll finish this up. It's 48 hours after we built this compost bin and filled the leaves with the green core. Just want to show you what the temperatures are at. And again, it's just about 48 hours later. The thermometer, the compost thermometer, is at over 140 degrees. So this is really cooking nicely in the center. The nitrogen is breaking down, creating all that heat from the heat-loving bacteria. That's going to help decompose this pile of leaves. The temperature is going to come down. You're going to see the pile drop. We can put in another core of green, nitrogen-rich material, put in more leaves, and we can just keep doing that. And this will just decompose more quickly than if we just let it go as leaves, as a cold composting process. The beauty here is that we're not heating the entire pile, we're just doing the core. So because it's staying cool on the outsides, we're going to be, there goes my dog. Hey, Willow. Willow. Come here. Sit down. Good girl. Sit. Hang on. We're going to be encouraging the worms to move in. They don't want to be in a hot composting pile at 120, 140 degrees. But we can use the core to speed up decomposition and still have plenty of coolness for the worms to digest the leaves. This is day 3. Not much change, but just to stick with the plan, we're going to keep track of the pile. And it is cooking at, let's get down there. We are at about 160 degrees right now. Another day's gone by. It's actually raining a little bit today. Pile pretty much is the same size. It is starting to drop a little bit. But what's really interesting is the pile itself is still cooking at that 155, 160 degree temperature. Let's just jump to day 7. You're getting the idea. The internal temperature of the green pile in there is still almost 160 degrees. So that hot composting process continues in the middle. We are not turning this. We're not doing a lot of work. We're just dropping in the green core and letting nature do its thing. Here we are 24 days later. For the last 4 or 5 days, we've been getting periods of cold at night, below freezing, in the upper 20s, prolonged periods of freeze and frost. The ground is even a little bit frozen. The pile is starting to collapse. It's going to collapse a lot more come next spring, but it's starting to collapse a little bit. The green core, the grass that we have in there, is starting to break down. This pile will keep staying warm until all the nitrogen is used up in there. And that's at about 130 degrees right now. This is going to continue to stay warm as long as we have the nitrogen in there from the grass and other things that we put in. I've been coming out every week, checking the core, making sure you can see some of the steam coming out, that it's moist. You want to make sure moisture's in there, because that's the biggest fail for compost piles, is it gets too dry. We're not going to turn this, but just look at the steam. I mean, it is warm down there. It's nice, actually. We're not going to turn this. You don't have to. You can if you want to. We're just going to level it off. The next core is going to go right into the middle. It could be all grass, it could be 50% grass, 50% leaves. It really doesn't matter. You're just getting the green matter that has nitrogen right in the center, and then I'm going to surround it with leaves. This is going to be my pile. Even though this has collapsed a little bit, by next spring it's going to drop a whole lot. So you really want to pack in the leaves. After about 3 weeks, you want to put in the second level. Leaves are flattened out. I dropped in 3 bags of grass. Now that's probably like 60% grass, 40% leaves. The core doesn't really matter. You want at least 50% of grass in there, something high in nitrogen. And again, in the video description, I'll put some alternatives to grass if you don't have. Again, the core is going to heat up. It's more of a bacterial process. The grass is going to give a lot of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to this compost. The leaves are on the outside. They'll stay warm and cool. The worms will love that. The fungus will love that. You know, worms aren't going to go into something that's 140 degrees. That's why you don't get a lot of worm castings in hot composting. Combination of the best of cold, hot composting. I'm going to cover this up with leaves, and then we'll come back tomorrow and check the thermometer out, see what that's going at, and we'll finish up. I added the leaves, covered up the green core. This pen is 4 feet by 4 feet at the base, 4 feet high. Depending on how many leaves, how much grass you have, when they're falling on the trees, you may be able to do this green core 2 or 3 times to fill up your pen. You don't have to, you know, fill the entire pen the first time. You can kind of, you know, just do this slowly as the resources become available. But I wanted to show you what it looks like at this point. I did just put in the compost thermometer. It is sitting down at about 90 degrees. We'll come and check this tomorrow and we'll finish up. It's 8:30 a.m. It hasn't even been 24 hours. The pile is heated up to 140 degrees. Last night it was freezing, well below 32 degrees for a prolonged period. It's windy now. Definitely you want to pen your leaves in so they don't blow away. This process starts in the fall when you have leaves. The pile itself, I explained at length of, you know, how it works. But this will stay warm for months. Not at that 140 degrees, but more like 50, 60, 70 degrees in the core. That nitrogen's gonna hang around, keep this pile warm in the freezing winter here in Maryland. That warmth keeps the worms happy. They do more activity. Keeps the microbes happy. They do more activity in breaking down your compost pile. So the hybrid is a perfect way to speed up this process, get it mostly leaf mold, worm castings, best of all the worlds in 6 to 12 months. Please subscribe and follow me. I'll show you how I use this in the spring. I'll show you how it breaks down over the summer. I need to get out of here. It is so windy. It's messing up everything. How this breaks down over the summer and just becomes a great pile of finished compost. I highly recommend doing the hybrid approach. We're not turning this, we're not putting a lot of effort into it. We're just getting that green core in there, and that supports the pile through the winter here in Maryland Zone 7. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com, and please subscribe. I'll show you how to grow an entire vegetable garden through 2023. Thanks for watching.